Hello, Daiya. How are we doing today?
Yes, I am Daiya, and hello, Moldbreaker. It is a fantastic day, a glorious day for battle, and I'm all here for it. And I think we need to start by just setting the stage. What do we have here? What are they going to be getting into? And I think our competitors need your introduction.
Well, the thing is, both of these players are technically not from Cebu, but one of them is from Cebu, but not really. Let's start with Mark Abayon here. Mark Abayon is technically living right now in Kidapawan, but he is originally from Cebu, so he technically counts as a Cebu defender. And right now, when we look at his whole team, he is actually running something called the Vovomax Ben 10 team. And it is a very interesting one in that it does not feature Charizard. In fact, it has several very unconventional picks. It has a Gardevoir. Everyone here who is a fan of Gardevoir, you might want to watch this because this Gardevoir is the lone mega of this team. The entire team itself actually lends itself to being fast. For all of the physical attackers in this team are jolly nature. So they want to be fast, they don't do as much damage, but they will dominate as long as speed control remains active. And an even more unconventional pick is a Komoo. We do have any Komoo fans in the house? Maybe not, but yes, this Komoo is the unconventional one. It doesn't have Clangorous Soul. Instead, it has a Life Orb. So this Komoo is geared to just do damage. Komoo, Pokemon normally known to just tank hits and dish them back. This one's all about dishing damage. So Mark Abayon is running a very interesting Brazilian team, and this team did go on to win 6th place in a 4,200 man tournament. And what a heck of a team it is.
Did he trademark that name, the Vivomax?
I believe he did. Everyone here who runs this team, they just refer to it as the Vovomax Ben 10 team.
Well, I want to see this Ben 10 team coming in. And of course, opposing him is none other than
Jeremy De Los Santos. Now, Jeremy here, more closely known in the VGC community in the Philippines, is called Firaja. Now, Firaja, I believe he's also a Worlds contender. He has gone to Japan Worlds. This is not just a regular opponent. Jeremy is a very seasoned and very strong trainer. So he has represented the Philippines for I believe it was the Japanese Worlds in 2023. Firaja can just give me a nod if it was 2023 or 2022. But I don't think he'll be doing that. He's a little too focused on the game. He is running a very, very, very powerful team. When you look at the team, it doesn't look like much, but that is a Blastoise, everyone. There is no Charizard in Grand Finals of Outbreak. The most meta Pokemon currently in Champions will not be winning at Outbreak. Instead, his friend, the Turtle Blastoise, will be the one in contention here. And so the fire type on the team not only is Incineroar, because of course it's Incineroar, but Delphox.
Yeah. Imagine that we have Pokemon that we have not seen yesterday, but we are seeing today. And not only that, that's not the end for all the brand new things we are seeing in the Grand Finals, because I think there's just something to note here. No matter who wins, a brand new Outbreak Grand Champion will be crowned today.
A little more interesting things about these two players is they are from the same team in the National League, so they're very well versed with each other's playstyles. They are teammates, but today they don't come to Outbreak as teammates. They come as competitors, and they are facing each other in Grand Finals. Both of them were trained by the father of VGC himself in the Philippines, is Tai. So both of these trainers, it's gonna be a heck of a match. That's all I can really say. Now, a little more analysis into these teams, Daiya, is the Blastoise can run away with the game. Everyone who knows a Blastoise just thinks, oh, it's a funny turtle. But if it manages to use a move called Shell Smash, it can very much just run away with the game. In fact, Jeremy's whole team looks geared towards making sure either the Delphox or the Blastoise manages to do what it wants, set up. So long as either of these Pokemon manage to set up, it's going to be extremely difficult to catch up.
And catch up is not a game that you want to play because we've seen it yesterday. The former reigning champion made sure that he wasn't playing catch up against his first opponent that we screened yesterday. And now we are up for the grand finals, a historic occasion because the war already has begun with their pick and selections. And now this is the official beginning, the start to the flame. It is round one, and we are live!
So Firaja will be leading with Sneasler and Blastoise here, while Mark will lead with Mousehold and Kumo. Here's the thing though, this Sneasler has fake out pressure. All it needs to do is fake out either of the Pokemon on Mark's side, and this Blastoise can just explode with either a turn 1 Water Spout, or if it wants to get a little greedy, it's gonna Shell Smash. Yes, it will drop its defenses, but it basically doubles its firepower. And I don't think anyone wants to deal with a Mega Blastoise which has a broken shell. I mean, a turtle without its shell is probably faster than the rabbit though, so we'll see. There's no rabbit, there is a mouse on the field though.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier, especially about Mark Iron having a speed team. And like the same old song and dance, they're starting out with the Mega.
So Jeremy will be Mega Evolving his Blastoise here, but what it's gonna do is, well, it remains to be seen. Sneasler will 100% fake out into the Mousehold, and Poison Touch will activate, poisoning this Mousehold. So this Mousehold can no longer move because it is flinched. But making sure that the Blastoise cannot just spam Water Spout, Clanging Scales just comes out from the Kumo, weakening this Blastoise.
So Mark Iron, I've seen it, modest trade on the Kumo, meaning higher damage from that SP attack, and we see it more than half just chipped away from Jeremy De Los Santos.
Yeah, but the thing here is, it may be at 50%. We know that Water Spout's power is more powerful the more percentage of HP Blastoise has, but even at 50%, times 2 special attack plus 2, basically 200%. 200% of 200 is 400.
Oh my god.
I don't think either Kumo or Mousehold is still gonna wanna take a hit from that Blastoise because right now Water Spout's about 75 base power, give or take. And yeah, again, it's still approximately 400 special attack here.
And we're gonna be seeing it again, but no, they're taking away the Sneasler. First turn, I would say, goes to Mark Abayon, but now trying to go in for the switch out plays. Oh, what did he do?
So we see that the Sneasler was called back for the Sinistcha. The Sinistcha did come in to heal its partner, and Water Spout finally coming in, even healing the Blastoise even for just a little. It knocks out the Mousehold, which just manages to chip the Blastoise ever so slightly, but Clanging Scales at -1 on Blastoise will knock it out.
You said it yourself, the Blastoise was a threat to begin with, but then here with a clapback coming in from Mark Iron Abayon, and now Komomo is standing still, standing strong against the Matcha Green Tea of Sinistcha.
Well, Sinistcha is a very defensive Pokemon, but its main role was mainly to protect the Blastoise, and what's a dude's minions without the dude, right? So Blastoise here will not be able to do much unless the Sinistcha the Sinistcha won't be able to do anything rather until the Blastoise actually, is alive. It's still on the field. Unfortunately, Blastoise is no longer on the field, but King Gambit may still be there. And yeah, we will see that Mark will send in his Mega. It is that Gardevoir.
Oh, and of course, a King Gambit coming in from Jeremy De Los Santos' side. We've already seen what a King Gambit can do, how much of a big threat he can be, and it's all up to what I want to see. Mark Iron's Gardevoir Mega Evolve, and will it be the clutch defining factor that can decide this round?
Now, when you look at it here, the Kumo on Mark's side is at -2 defense, and that is food for a King Gambit. Its Sucker Punch will be able to crack through that Kumo. And the thing is, Gardevoir does not want to take an Iron Head from this Life Orb King Gambit. Sinistcha. Oh, are there issues? Oh, okay, so there were some technical difficulties, but it appears that...
Okay, while they're handling the issue, what can you... Okay, it's not an issue, thank God.
Oh, so the King Gambit will be sucker punching into the Kumo, but it fails to get the knockout. King Gambit loses a bit of HP there, but Kumo is showing exactly why it's so powerful. It will knock itself out though, because of that Life Orb it's also holding.
But I think dealing damage would have been a better thing than him getting knocked out and not being able to dish out a bit of that chip. And imagine, look!
A critical hit on the King Gambit. King Gambit will be going down. Gardevoir will be taking that KO on the King Gambit and the Sinistcha. There appears to be technical difficulties. Okay, we're back on track. So, this Sneasler is gonna have to... This weekend Sneasler at 33% is gonna have to face down both a Gardevoir and a King Gambit.
I don't think it's looking good for the King. The King is gonna have his crown taken away from him. And we're gonna see them right now with a Diacross from the Sneasler.
Sneasler knocks out the Gardevoir, but, well, King Gambit is going to do some very King Gambit things and just Iron Head into the Sneasler, knocking it out completely. Game 1 will be going to Mark Ian Abayon.
And of course, just the sweep team, it was because of those clutch moments that damage coming in from the Komodo just proved fatal. In the end, all of those increments just added up into a landslide that Jeremy De Los Santos could not contend with.
Well, we can't count him out just yet. The Komodo appears to be the VIP of this team. It's just, it ensured that this Blastoise water spout just did not work. I mean, even if Firaja or Jeremy were to send in the Delphox here, it's still gonna have to deal with the spread damage of those Clanging Scales. And, well, Clanging Scales reduces defense, not special defense. So, both Blastoise and Delphox, well, into Blastoise or Delphox, it's gonna be a clean hit.
Oh my god, especially considering the fact, because in your first round, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to put your best gambit and tactics forward. Because when you secure that first win, imagine, this is only best of 3, folks. Ian Abayon just needs to win one more time to win the VGC Grand Finals. And can he do it right now? It all comes down to this, their picks and selection.
Well, we can't count Jeremy out again. Jeremy is a world's representative for the Philippines. This man has entered other countries to defend the Philippines, but right now he is here to take the trophy away from Cebu. And I don't think he's gonna sit down quietly and go, you know what? I've contended on the biggest stage in the world. I can handle this, and nobody's ever gonna count this man out. He is a very experienced and powerful player. So I am genuinely curious what kind of adjustments he's going to make for the second game. Well, Blastoise didn't work for the last game. I'm very curious if he's going to switch into the Delphox mode. He appears to not want to use the Incineroar, but Incineroar is a pretty solid pick, I think, but I don't know. He's probably going to switch into the Blastoise, from the Blastoise mode into the Delphox mode, but we're about to find out, aren't we?
Yes, indeed, because this is do or die. What could be the last one? Round 2!
So we will be seeing that Jeremy De Los Santos will not be leading with Blastoise. In fact, he has swapped Blastoise out for the Delphox. I would presume that Blastoise is not even in this game. He's decided, you know what? Leading Blastoise was a little too rough. I'm going to start with Delphox this time. And on the opposite end, Mark Abayon just decides, I kind of got greedy with those Clanging Scales last game. I don't think a Worlds player is going to fall for that twice. Decides to lead with Gardevoir and Talonflame from the start.
Because of course it leaves the lasting impression, and just as he said, very smart plays coming in from Ian and of course Jeremy, because Ian now not leading in with the same team lineup because he knows, oh okay, I already traumatized him once, he's not gonna fall for it again. These are international level players, and Ian can show Jeremy that they can play at that level that Jeremy is used to when he went to World. Now so he wins the is a mega.
So Delphox will be Mega Evolving as the Gardevoir on Mark's side will be switching out for his own Basculegion. Talonflame, not wanting to get hit by that Fake Out, taking away its Gale Wings, will be protecting itself. Fake Out, yes, will go into the Talonflame to take the Gale Wings away, and this will allow Delphox to set itself up. Now, if Blastoise was a fortress that just launches cannons, Delphox is a battering ram. It does not have the defenses that Blastoise has, but it has the firepower to do whatever it wants. A Heat Wave at +2 from this Delphox will not be pleasant.
Imagine we've already seen the strength of Nasty Plot from a Goldengo yesterday. Now what could a Nasty Plot lead into with this Mega Evolved Delphox? It's gonna be even more painful, it's gonna be even more brutal, and we don't need to tell Mark that. He already knows, so it's up to his next move. This could decide the remainder of this round.
The interesting thing here is this Basculegion is in a very good position to just attack this Delphox, provided it survives. But Firaja will be calling back his Sneasler and protecting his Delphox. In comes the King Gambit though. And yes, Talonflame will be hitting the former Sneasler slot with a dual wing beat. Not very effective in the incoming King Gambit. But Flip Turn will not even go into the Delphox. It hits the Sneasler slot. So this will allow Mark to reposition himself. Now he knows that the Delphox is... Oh, okay. So he just sent it in. Oh!
Indeed, I think that was a good read by Mark. I would give that turn to Mark. He expertly read the attack coming in from the Delphox. So now, knowing he can use Protect again, he needs to adjust his moves. It all comes down to this combo is now out in the field. The same threat that led to Jeremy's downfall. Will it happen again?
The thing is, Delphox can one-hit KO this Kommo-o because it is a psychic type. Kommo-o is still a fighting type here, but Talonflame has preserved all of its HP. If this Talonflame manages to get a Tailwind, this Kommo-o can just launch an immediate clanging scales, which may derail this Delphox from doing anything. But yes, King Gambit will be protecting himself, not wanting to eat a sudden Flare Blitz. But yeah, Talonflame will be using Tailwind. The speed of the Kommo-o is now doubled. And Kommo-o will launch a Draco Meteor into this Delphox. It is not enough though, but it drops his special attack harshly. This Kommo-o can no longer attack this Delphox a second time. And Psychic will in fact knock this Kommo-o out, but the damage has been done. Speed control has been set up. This Delphox has been weakened.
Is that enough? Was that the play that Mark needed to set up this victory? Is this just part of his building blocks to domination, or was that a setback? We will find out because we know there are still one more Pokemon that can turn the tide of this battle, and he's counting on it. But for now, a Basculegion comes in.
So Basculegion here is at double speed. This Basculegion is also Choice Scarf. There is zero chance that this Basculegion will not be able to attack. This Basculegion is gonna go first no matter what. Well, unless the King Gambit, of course, goes for a Sucker Punch into the Basculegion here. However, Talonflame is in a very clean position to just run away with the game here. If it manages to Flare Blitz into the... Well, if it Flare Blitzes into the King Gambit's gonna go down. But then, it can also just Brave Bird, no, Dual Wing Beat into the Delphox. And if it connects, that Delphox is going down. But Firaja's not even calling it. He just forgoes his stat boost and goes, I'm not losing my Delphox today. I'm gonna heal my King Gambit and we're gonna have a little fun here. Because I'm going to Sucker Punch your fish. What speed do you have when you're knocked out completely? One hit KO into the Basculegion. King Gambit takes a little damage for its worries, but then Flare Blitz will be coming from the Talonflame, hitting into the King Gambit, and does not even succeed in knocking it out. But the
Is that enough?
A 10% chance on the bird. This
What?
6.25% from the bird. But the thing is, the bigger issue is that this King Gambit is now neutralized almost completely. If this King Gambit were to attack, it just cannot do damage. Burn has half its attack stat. So it's kind of neutralized in a sense. If it attacks, it will not be able to do anything because it also has a life orb. It is gonna go down no matter what. If it chooses to attack, it goes down, but it will do some damage. If it chooses not to attack, well, why wouldn't you?
Exactly, so meaning he's stuck between a rock and a hard place because now is it a wasted move? And in VGC, a wasted move is a lot worse than you can think because all of these moves culminate into the grand finale, the grand victory that they're looking for. So King Gambit is basically a dead ringer, and we can see that Mark is going for the big fight. The Mega Gardevoir.
Mega Gardevoir will come in. Remember, Tailwind is still up. Gardevoir can just start screaming its heart out with a hyper voice, but this King Gambit might want to use its Sucker Punch. It will Sucker Punch into the Talonflame, however, but it knocks itself out cold with its own life orb. And it said, you know what? I'm a king. I will go out on my terms.
Indeed, how a king wants to go, and Jeremy has experience being a king, winning competitions on his own merit as well, winning his own kind of tournament, but can he dominate this? It all comes down to this round, and of course, not only this round, it's the next turn. I would like to believe the next turn is especially pivotal to what decides who wins this. And again, if Mark wins this round, he emerges as our grand champion.
Now the thing is, this may be the very last turn of Tailwind. If the Delphox comes in, all it has to do is protect itself, and there's practically nothing Mark can do on the next turn. If a Heat Wave will come out from the Delphox, but it cannot take a single hit. But we won't even be seeing the Delphox come out. The Talonflame will have its work cut out for it here because Sneasler will be opposing it. This Talonflame wants to set Tailwind right back up, but Sneasler's gonna go, you know what? I can fake out any target I want right now, and you will not be able to do anything about it.
So now a big question has been raised by Jeremy De Los Santos. Can Mark answer it properly? Can Mark make the proper decisions to make sure he comes out of this the victor? Tune in next time for Dragon Ball Z. But no, tune in next time because this turn is coming up. Again, it's really these minute decisions, every turn by turn play, and what? Just as you predicted.
Fake Out will in fact be going into the Talonflame, but there is no Rage Powder coming from this Sinistra. It's just choosing to tank these hits. Matcha Gotcha will seal the deal into the Talonflame though. No, it does not get the KO.
That would have been clean for Jeremy. He would have loved the KO right now in the Talonflame.
So, Talonflame unable to do anything, but the thing is, this Sneasler may just be the fastest thing on the field. Sneasler was never going down in one hit anyway because of that Focus Sash. But we have to take note, Talonflame at 1%, it still needs to get the Tailwind back up. Or is it going to risk an attack directly into the Sneasler or the Sinistra? Gardevoir can go for an attack, but Sneasler can also just knock it out cold with a Dire Claw. We saw in the first game that Dire Claw just managed to KO the Gardevoir in one hit. So this is quite a turn. This might be the one that decides everything. And Dual Wing Beat will go into the Sneasler. Now we know that this Talonflame is faster than this Sneasler, and it just fails to get the KO though. But Trick Room will be playing. Jeremy De Los Santos has thought that Tailwind will be going up. No Tailwind exists. When this Delphox comes in, it will be on the back foot.
Oh no! You are correct. This is not good. 30%, 12% versus a 78% Gardevoir.
So the thing here now, folks, is because Mark did not choose the Tailwind, he has maintained the speed, but Delphox was the fastest thing on the field the moment it stepped in. Because Trick Room is up, there is nothing this This Delphox is gonna be the slowest thing here, right next to the Talonflame. And Gardevoir's Hyper Voice hits 2 targets. This might be it. Mark Abayon might just Hyper Voice his way to victory.
Imagine he was the fastest. And Talonflame with the Protect, of course, to save himself one more turn.
And Gotcha will not connect into that protecting Talonflame, but it will connect into the Gardevoir. Just doesn't do enough damage. It will heal itself up, but will this be enough healing? And Hyper Voice coming!
This is it!
Will not KO the Delphox!
It wasn't enough!
It was not enough. This Delphox will Heat Wave be enough to knock out the Gardevoir though? No boosts on the Gardevoir. Also no! While the burn is there on the Gardevoir, it really doesn't care. This Gardevoir is going to sing for victory. This might be it. Gardevoir just has to scream one more time. A single targeted Hyper Voice might be enough to take out this Delphox. What am I saying? It is going to be enough. This Delphox is gonna have to get 3 protects in a row in order to stall out this Trick Room.
Imagine he can see his victory, but of course, stalling out one more turn.
So yes, we will be seeing that Delphox will attempt, Jeremy will attempt to stall out the entire Trick Room. This Gardevoir only has 3 more turns to live, but there are only 2 turns of Trick Room left. Jeremy De Los Santos is going to need to he's gonna have to stall out this Trick Room completely though.
And I don't think he can.
No! He will get the second Protect though.
Oh my god, that was clutch!
Flare Blitz will be coming in. Now, this Gardevoir only has 2 turns left.
Imagine it comes down to this, folks. Will Mark Abayon be your Cebu
Will he be
VGC
getting the triple
champion?
protect? Right now, there's only a 10% chance that this Protect will happen. Is RNG on Jeremy De Los Santos' side?
Roll to the gods of fate. They can answer you only but once when it matters. Will Lady Luck be on Jeremy's side? It comes down to this, folks.
Remember, this Gardevoir only has 2 turns left to live. If Jeremy successfully, he does not! Oh! Protect will fail a 3rd time, and Gardevoir will sing victory for Mark Abayon. A 2-0 victory in the Grand Finals. Our Outbreak champion is Mark Ian Katana Abayon.
We have crowned a new king, and upon him, the 3rd year of Outbreak rests its laurels. Congratulations to Mark Abayon, everyone! A round of applause!
Gardevoir has won Outbreak! Fantastic showmanship by both players. Again, that was a very fantastic match. Everyone, please stick around. We will still have the Super Smash Bros. Grand Finals in a few minutes. So get some drinks, get some beverages, get some food. We still have a lot going for you. This has been Moldbreaker and
Daiya.
And we will catch you in the next one. We'll pass it off to our other fellow casters. Another fantastic game. And again, if anyone is interested, please hang out with us for VGC. It's a lot of fun.
Vince Gochan for MBL 2027.
Thank you.